Hello ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to EasyChamp Football. I am Ped and I'm back again here today with another tournament. Different players, different situation and different matchups, but hopefully we have another good one under the way here for you today. We've got Algeria versus Greece in the EasyChamp Nations 2v2 Cup. So this is different to what we had earlier on the week, but it's a new thing for us to come and see, a new thing for us to delve into, and some more beautiful content to bless the eyes of you, our beholders, our viewers out there. So without further ado, we have got the bracket here up to show you. watch the game. We have a co-op matchup here today. For anybody who's just joining us, we have Algeria versus Greece in a 2v2 co-op Nations Cup. And we're hoping to see some good play. I mean, we've been waiting for a very long time to see the play, but now everything is resolved. Hopefully we can get an easy game. As all the players are in the game, they're all ready to go. And finally, we can say, yes, we're here. Okie dokie. So, I'll be watching from the perspective of Algeria today. We do not have a perspective on the other side of things, so we will be watching from Algeria's perspective the whole time. Hopefully there's no lag or any issues in that sense of things, and hopefully we can just run straight in and watch the gameplay without much trouble. But you never know with these things, you can get problems pop up here and there. Hopefully the stream quality is good. Hopefully there's no cuts or lag in the stream and the stream doesn't cut out. If anything does happen, don't worry. I'll try and fix it as soon as I can. Contact the admins, the players, and then we'll be back with content for you people. But this should be hopefully a competitive contest. Both teams obviously doing very well to get where they are into the finals, and now is where they get to show themselves here, show themselves to you, the viewer, show themselves to myself, and show themselves to each other. You know, the teams are both competing against each other for this tournament win. They've both made it to the finals, so now they're going to be able to show us why they're here. As you can see here, we're playing the Dream Team game mode. So we have, on this side, Haaland, Mbappe, Neymar. On the other side, Romario, Mbappe, Messi, Neymar, Rodri, Vieira, Malato, here's Maldini, Diaz, Cafu, and Donnarumma. So, yep, some very strong players. You can't complain at that one. I'd be hoping that, you know, we can see a lot of competitive play here. I know one thing is that the formations changed quite a bit in this game. As now we have a look at Mane, Mbappe, Son Heung-min, Pedri, Marcus Llorente, Frankie de Jong, Raul Araujo, Koundé, Cech, Diaz, and Nesta. So that's an interesting, you know, playing those defenders very, very close to the keeper. In the box area there, playing them very far back. Nice and wide on the wing backs. Or right back and left back. Two central defenders in Llorente and de Jong. Attacking midfielder there in Pedri. And then obviously the three strikers, Mane, Mbappe and Son Heung-min, should provide a lot of pace going forward with those three up forward. Should definitely be aggressive. On the other hand though, you know, there will be definitely problems and gaps with this team. Here we've got, again, a very, very strong formation. They're playing just a simple back four there. They've got the defensive midfielder in Vieira, the midfielder in Rodri, and Neymar Jr. playing more as a backup striker there. But I think the game's ready to go. I hope the game's ready to go. As we have been waiting here now for a little while. I apologise for any delay. But tell your friends, everybody. Let me know in chat who you want to win. Do you want Algeria? Or do you want the one, the only, Greece to win? Greece and Algeria here tonight. Looking to smash their way through this tournament. And we are waiting for this stream just to let us watch. We are very close to going into this game as we look to start the game strongly, but we can't tell who's going to start it strongly yet because we are not yet in the game. Okie dokie. Something going wrong, I think. I'm not too certain what is happening. Right. Greece to win, we have in chat. We do want, looking at like Greece to win. Looking at Greece, okay. Well, yeah, on the side of Greece, you've got Lazar the Greek, who obviously now habitats in England, but does come from land of the Greece. But never mind that, because we have finally got a start to this game now, and it will be a kick-off on the side of Algeria. They look to just get the ball up strongly here. It's going to be taken by the keeper. Very, very easy start to the game for Greece here. They just need to see about playing the ball away, getting the ball out, and it will be taken back here by Algeria. They look to push on forward, but they can't quite do so, and Greece will take over completely there with the ball. Great passing over to the wide areas, and it will be taken on the edge of the box. The ball looking to come into the centre there. You've got the second player waiting in the middle. Lazar will be the yellow player, and Panos Boul will be the green on the side of the white kit there. In the black kit, though, you've got as light blue Super King and as pink Sandy. So they are your player colours. So we have Super King on the ball here, playing it onto Sandy. Will be taken by Panos Boul. Cleared back forward to the attack from Panos Boul, but he can't quite find anyone there. He will regain possession though in the centre field, playing on Lazar through, and then back to Panos Boul, who looks for Lazar once more, maybe, no. Great tackle in there from Super King. The ball will be cleared away to Sandy, who looks to get it once more down to Super King. He gets it there, a great pass across, but it will be offside, and nearly a good attacking attempt there from the side of Algeria. But we haven't really seen too much from Algeria going into this so far. We've seen a very, very strong start though from Greece, who have been looking to pressure and put some more of the ball towards the Algerian net for Greece. And it's one thing we've said commonly in the past week, you know, watching these games, watching these finals, the nerves are always in the first game. But that's a great cross into the back post. It just won't be able to be put on target, as we have all these players now chasing the ball. Super King going to try and get a touch on this, but it's going to be Panos Boul just taking it calm and collected with the keeper. They have no need to rush here. There's a lot of time in this game. It's a best-of-3 series as well, so even if they don't win the first game, they still stand a shout. Neymar keeping the ball in. He does keep the ball in there. Lazar doing very well to keep the ball in, playing it across to Panos Boul, who looks for the header back to Lazar, but he can't find it. Lazar, though, playing the through ball onwards, gets it back from his teammate on the edge of the box, but he can't turn inwards, and now Sandy looks to get rid of the ball. Super King reclaiming possession, playing it onwards to Sandy, who now running down the side of the line is closed down by Lazar. He will take it past by Lazar with Heung-min Son here. The ball comes into the centre, but it's back to Panos Boul, who will lay it off to Lazar, and the counter-attack will start to form now. Lazar playing it down the line, but it will go straight out there, looking for Panos Boul down the line, but not quite having the execution that he'll have wanted there with that pass. But the idea and the vision was definitely there. Super King won't be able to get there in time, but these flick-ons are starting to pull off from Sandy. You know, these two players in Algeria are looking to flick the ball onwards, looking to get the through passes. They just can't quite get there at the moment, as it will be played in on the edge of the box again. He reclaimed by Sandy. He's got Super King waiting for him at the front post. The flick-on looked on, but it will be cleared probably to a corner kick, I believe that will be. Yeah, corner kick for the side of Algeria now. 24 minutes in the game gone. Still 20 or so in-game minutes left before we go to half-time here. We haven't really seen any chances at all. No real shots, no real threat proposed by either team. I think they've been trying to work each other out, see how they can break down the defensive wall, see which players will be the best to use in terms of tactics to get through this team. Will it be the pace or will it be the skill moves? Which one will it be? You know, maybe a mixture of both, but that's for the players to decide. There's another great through ball coming through over the top, but it is blocked off. And you often run the risk of, you know, getting those tackles on you. If you do play those long balls, the ball will often be intercepted. It's like when you send a longer message. But Lazar's going to send it forward, trying to get that through ball again. Just possibly a little bit of a forceful move to do. But it's going to be played up to Panos Boul. He looks to play it back across to Lazar, but it will be Super King who claims the ball. Now he's on the run. He plays it through here to Son. He's going to be able to head it back and play a little bit of time here. Super King regaining it. Playing it across again. Good passing from the two players here. Making sure to use all of the pitch, not just one side. They're spreading out across the pitch. And they're looking to get the ball around here. They're looking to play with the ball, but it's going to be taken again. Panos Boul has been brilliant on the interception front so far. Lazar's been able to get the ball out very, very quickly and efficiently. You know, the two work together quite well. It's quite interesting to see in a game of 2v2, because it's a completely different aspect from 1v1, because you've got to worry about your teammate as well. as yourself. And tactics definitely come into it. I'm sure the two are communicating, but that was over the top and nearly a through pass, but it was offside, and it will be pulled back. Nearly a very good chance there. Nearly a good chance to see an attack especially form and build for Greece, but Algeria will regain possession and get the ball over the top. Offside again, from an offside free kick on one side to an offside free kick on the other, and that's not too unlikely. But we will see. The ball's going to get cleared away. It's going to go to Laza. No, it will not. It will roll out. The pass just a little bit too much on the end of it. And in the end, it just falls straight out. And, you know, that happens quite a lot. You can't get disheartened from it, but you can keep trying that same tactic. It did nearly work, but unfortunately, you know, didn't on this occasion. The ball is cleared away. Great pass down from Super King. Back into the centre to Super King, who looks to find a shot here. Great defending from Laza, though. And Laza bowed down to him there because he has just saved the day for what seemed like a very, very open shot for Sandy. And now a free kick going in the way of Greece due to an offside decision. But no, wow, Sandy was in there nearly one-on-one with the goalkeeper, and Laza able to fly across there and get the, you know, the jockeying going on the edge of the box, making sure that if any shot comes in, he will be able to block it with that last man. And it worked very well. And now Laza's looking to get on the attack here. He's got his teammate waiting in the centre. He does play the shot. And it is saved by the goalkeeper. And very, very, very strong performance indeed. The stream is indeed lagging. You'll have to bear with me. For the feed, it has crashed. We have it back now, though. And it does end 0-0 this half. What I will do, because I'm actually, you know, I want to keep track of the players and who's who and where these players will be. So I'm taking screenshots. Just so that I can keep, you know, a good thought of who the players actually are on the team, because when you're actually in the game, all you can see obviously is the head. There's no player names, there's none of that, and we want to know who is playing with who, what players are being the most influential for each side. Oh no, I didn't get to snip that, it was too quick. Oh, maybe not. Oh. I'm gonna have to wait for my chance here. Hopefully it pops back up again before they go in. Then again, I know what to do. The one bonus about live streaming to YouTube is that we do have a possibility to go back and look at the teams that we've just had. But the game is back underway anyway, so we will leave that for now and look to get into it in game number 2, because I'm sure the players will be the same on both sets of teams. But no, good start looking so far for Algeria. They do claim possession, but Laza will reclaim that. And a little bit of battle with possession actually between Laza and Super King there. It will be taken by Laza in the end, but again retained back to Algeria to attack. Laza plays onto Panosboul. Panosboul reclaiming the ball. Back to Laza. Super King and Sandy just playing with the time. I mean, we haven't really seen many shots, and that's something that I'm hoping to see in the second half, because, you know, you can't win a game by playing safe forever. You have got to get a shot off eventually, and just hope that these players can, you know, they can find that. Because at the moment, all it really is to me is both players are trying to gain the possession, trying to look for the through passes, trying to get close to the goalkeeper. Not many shots coming off. Not really trying to, you know, lose the ball, which is understandable. You do want to keep hold of the ball, but sometimes, you know, you've got to take risks. And I think as soon as these players, all 4 of them, start to take risks, we'll start to see a much more competitive game, because possession and the defensive work from both sides has been great. But to see more goals here, we've got to see someone take some chances have a couple of shots on net. You can't, you never know you're going to get a deflection in your favour if you don't try. And I don't think we actually have seen a single shot from Super King and Sandy. I think we've seen one or two come from Laza and Panabul. Panasbul has been a veteran on the defence. Laza's probably been more useful on the attack in this game, but both of them have sort of came in and done their work on both sides of the field, definitely. And on the side of Sandy and Super King, they're passing the ball around really well. They're using the wide angles, they're using the wide spaces, but again, they're just having a bit of difficulty getting the ball into the centre and clearing it away, which it's been very noticeable, really. I think I've noticed it definitely. They just can't get that ball in the back of the net, and they keep losing it to their opponents. And I think there's been a lot of lost possession, and Sandy there reclaims possession for the favour of Algeria, who again look to run forward here. Passing is phenomenal at the moment. They're going through all the way at the back post now. Son gets one-on-one with the goalkeeper. Luckily for Greece, an amazing save was made on the goal line, and it is reclaimed there, and a chance probably wasted for Algeria, but they carry on. They still reclaim possession. Dangerous position. Panasbul does reclaim it, and now looks to pass it around to Laza on the deck. It will be Panasbul again. He looks for that Laza pass, but it wasn't on. And Panasbul giving possession away twice there in the space of a short amount of seconds. Just trying to get it past the last defender. Trying to find that through pass, trying to thread the pass through, just not working, but that's an open opportunity. And here we go, we're starting to see a little bit more anger and aggression coming out from Algeria now. They're putting shots on target, that will be offside. Most definitely there, Sandy was miles offside. There was never a question in anyone's mind about that. As soon as you've seen the run, that was always going to be an offside challenge, unfortunately. As now we have a little pause in the game, still 0-0. We can see some interesting stats there. Here we go. Just trying to get these. See the two teams together. Here we go. Now we do have both the teams in front of us, and we can see both the teams. As all the players, again, they're ready to go with this one. It's cleared away. Laza plays it safe back to the goalkeeper there. So, we do know. Good flick on. Laza. He gets it onwards towards Panasbul, but again, breaks down the attack. Laza gets a great touch on the ball there. Looking for that second. Can't quite force the 1-2 forward. I'd say, from a game which was majorly controlled by Laza and Panasbul in game in the first half, in Greece they controlled the game. In the second half it's been more Algeria. Algeria have definitely controlled the possession. They've definitely played the most passes and had the most shots on net. They have been a very, very aggressive side in the second half, and you know what, I think if they can carry on like that with the same dominance that they've had so far, they can look to get a goal and they can look to possibly win this game. But again, first of all, they need to get that goal. Nearly there, Donnarumma making a save, stopping any mischief from getting away from him there. As now, the ball's getting played around well. It was nearly on for Panasbul there, but good defending nevertheless. Just a calm, relaxed throw in here on the side of the Greek. Good touch forward. One more. One-on-one with the goalkeeper. This could be it, and it is it. It will be Panasbull in the 87th minute, actually, there. Let's see who scored. Vinicius Jr., who is obviously a substitution there because neither team had him on at the start. Really good stuff there. 87th minute, the perfect time really to score in a game of eFootball. It just completely kills the pace of the game. Completely kills the game for number one. And just gives you that win. Gives you that comfort blanket. But there is still time, you know. This is probably the last attack now for Algeria. And they're going in force as well. They're going in force. 1-on-1. Oh no! The touch was just too heavy. Otherwise, that could have been the equalising play right after the first goal went in there. Nearly though. For Super King. Could have had that equalising goal as we see him for Algeria. But unfortunately, the touch got away from him and it went back to the keeper. And, you know, it is unfortunate to see. It is unfortunate to see. But ladies and gentlemen, don't go anywhere. That is just game one. We have a possible of 3 games for you this evening. That is the first one. Going in favour of Greece. Very, very strong game. The 87th minute goal is exactly what did it justice there. Very strong indeed. And we can only hope that they carry it on going into the second game. Although, yeah, all the players are ready. All the players are waiting for that second game. I just want to see a little bit more from Algeria there a little bit earlier. The second half was great. They started playing a bit faster. They started playing with a bit more possession. But you need to put shots on net. More shots on net from the first half, starting from the first minute of the game all the way through until you get those goals. And you feel comfortable then to sit back and defend. Because if you're just going to play, defensive in the first half, which was entirely in favour of Greece, the second half probably more, in terms of possession and shots and all that stat majiggy, definitely in favour of Algeria. They had all the possession, they had the fast passes, they had, the dominance on the shots. They just didn't have that goal, which is what Greece were able to find. And then Greece just wins the game based off that. 87th minute, finds that goal. No real hope for Algeria apart from the last minute, size at the end where the touch off the chest just goes too far into the goalkeeper's arms. But now we have a 1-0, advantage for Greece. And they're looking to carry on here and finish off. But I think the players just have a little bit of difficulty here with swapping over from home and away kits, etc., etc. So we'll just wait for that to get figured out. Oh, my apologies. It has been a long week this week. It's been one of those weeks that just hasn't. You don't stop working. You carry on. Just like these players need to do here on this Friday evening. I'm sure all you viewers have experienced a long week in work as well. Or have you been on holiday? I don't know. You tell me, guys. How's your week been as we look to go in to the final? We're just waiting for the roles to be reversed, I think, from the two teams at the moment. Not much to see from them. But as soon as we do have something to see, we can definitely go and have a look. Oh. Not too sure where we're going with this. Oh. That sounds like a game to me. Yeah, we will move back onto the game screen. I know you will miss my face, but I'll be back on at the end, so just wait until the end to see me. As we go back now to Algeria. And the perspective of Sandy and Super King, who trail by 1 game here. Going into game number 2, they really need to look to get a win now. They cannot afford to lose or they will be finished in this tournament. And the winners will be Greece. But Algeria here still stand a chance. Just need to win this game and take us to the final game of this evening in this best of 3 eFootball 2v2 Nations Cup series. Teams pick the kits. And it looks like they'll pick their teams. Now, the exact... No, it's not the exact same, actually. That's slightly different to what we had in the previous game. They've got a couple of changes on there. I think De Jong's a bit higher up than he was. Let's have a look. I've got the past team here, and I'll see what's been changed. In terms of the back line, it is symmetrical. Frankie De Jong has been moved up into that, you know, sort of centre forward position. Oh no, he's moved again. Okay. No, Frankie De Jong was in the same place. Jude Bellingham, though, has now been taken off. Yeah, we're starting to see the exact same team they started with, I think, here. And I don't know what we're waiting for. I just want to get into this next game. I'll try and translate every message sent into me here. Seems like we've got a... Ah, yes. Let's go, team. Let's go, team, indeed. Team Greece. Team Greece it is. Let's go, Team Ara. Hopefully, for you, my friend, they can carry on winning. They've got one win already. They only need to win one more game here, and they will be done for the evening. They will have won the tournament, and everybody can be happy. I don't have a clue what that means. I'll try my best to conversate. And here we go. We're ready to get into the game. Now the commentators are definitely speaking a different language, but the pitch announcer's not. As we have a kick-off here on the side of Lazar and Panaspol, who start in the darker colour kit this time, whereas the one and only Super King and Sandy are in the lighter kit. They've switched around colours as well. Lazar light blue, Panaspol is pink, and Super King is yellow, Sandy is green. So they are your colours, ladies and gentlemen, going into this game as Panaspol takes the ball over to Lazar now on the right side. Lazar looking to find his way in, gets it past the defender there with some beautiful skill move, trying to work his way into the box, maybe taking one or two extra touches there. He should have slotted it earlier, but Super King takes possession. He launches it down the field to Sandy, who will take his time. He's got Super King waiting, but he plays it to the far player for Super King to take control of. Unfortunately, though, the ball is blocked down for him in the centre by Super King. He'll look to find Sandy again. Sandy back to Super King inside, but he will be able to just get it clear there on the side of Greece. They're not having too much pressure and stress. And a shot's going to come on here, one-on-one maybe. Oh, the keeper's been tackled. Oh my God, what is going on? It's been fumbled. And somehow there, Lazar and Panaspol get away with whatever has just happened before our eyes. That's going to be a centre pass. Luckily, cleared away. And it will be cleared away by Lazar. Oh, and a miss in there from Super King will just give Panaspol free possession with Mbappe. The through ball's onto him. And now he has time to get the cross. He gets it in, where it's going to be cleared away. Not as far as the corner flag, though, as if anyone can get there. It will be touched out by Super King now, who claims the ball. He's got a teammate waiting right beside him, but he does just clear the ball away. And it's picked up by Lazar again, who plays that through pass, trying to find his player there. Good vision again, but it wasn't executed perfectly. There's now a little bit of time here from Lazar. Edge of the box. Will be defended, though. He won't be able to escape this time round with the ball. And it will be taken nicely and calmly. Oh, by Super King with a tackle. The referee says foul, and it will be pulled back for Bull and Lazar to take a free kick here, just behind the halfway line. Nothing too serious in terms of positional gain here, but they definitely get possessional gain, and that's what matters at the moment for them. Sat at 0-0, you're going to be looking to find that first goal. However you may find it is up to you. Super King looks to clear the ball here. He gets that clearance away. A touch taken well by Lazar as he plays it back to Bull, who clears the ball down the line. And now it's going to be taken by Sandy. Looking to find Super King there, but he couldn't get that pass across. Super King regains possession, playing it across to Sandy. Sandy back to Super King now on the edge of the box. A shot coming off, but it just defended so well again by Lazar and Bull, who have been playing defensive, more defensive this half. I'm not sure if that's offside. It doesn't seem to be. And a great pass across that was, and a shot coming from Lazar. Just a little bit too ambitious and too far away. Will be saved there quite simply by the goalkeeper. And yeah, so far we haven't seen too much attacking from Lazar and Bull. It's been mostly in the possession and the aggression coming from this Algeria side again, which you would expect considering, you know, they've already lost one game in this series. They can't afford to lose now. They have to give it their all. But Lazar and Bull just picking some passes apart here, starting to gain more and more traction on the attacks, especially the counter-attacks that they're going for at the moment, as it's going to be played around. The referee calls a foul there, I believe. The free kick is for... It is for Lazar and Bull. Bull will be taking the kick. As we've got two Super King and Sandy there waiting in the centre. The cross comes in. The header is taken back to Bull, who puts it across to Lazar. Lazar flicks it a little bit too far back though to Bull, and still possession of Lazar and Greece. But a shot comes in, a long shot from Bull. Will be saved out though with the keeper. Petr Cech not having any problems touching that one away. It seems at the moment the only players that can remember the goal scorers and the goalkeepers, so it's hard to tell with the others because they are so small on my screen. We'll try and zoom in here and get you some more. That's Ruben Diaz right there. I do know that. But it is offside. That is actually not. It's Neymar Jr. I am an idiot. Good clearance though from Petr. Going to be headed down from Super King over to Sandy. Super King claims the pass again. Through ball, shot. Really fast piece of attack there. A very, very fast counter-attack. Really good stuff. And now we've got a good cross coming in. Super King looks to flick it on. It will be cleared away. And Lazar will claim possession now. He tries to pick off a pass. He plays over the top ball to Bull. It nearly finds him there. I believe he's with Neymar Jr. at the moment. But it will be taken by Sandy. Clearing it back towards Super King here, but cleared back away. It just seems like that is the way it's going to go. Neymar on the ball again. And it's going to be back in favour of Super King. He plays on Sandy. Sandy can't get the touch on. Lazar regaining possession again. Really good defence from Greece at the moment. They are playing very, very calmly. And you can definitely see that, you know, they're chilled, they're relaxed, they're just blocking the ball off when they need to. Another great attempted tackle there. Both players involved in that one. Reclaiming possession for the team. And that's going to go straight through to Bull, who gets it to Neymar, who will be tackled by Super King there with good defence. Getting the ball out there. Sandy looking to header it back to Super King. Super King back to Sandy now. This is a chance for Sandy to go one-on-one here with Mbappe. He plays it across to Super King though, who now needs to find one more. He gets a flick into the centre and it's headed away. And it almost seems like Sandy there playing that pass and not having the confidence to go for goal was the reason he wasn't able to find the goal there. As the corner kick comes in, it's headed away. Touch taken. Lazar here, who just kicks it out of play now as we are about to touch into half-time. Still 0-0 again. Game number 2. Almost a replica game of number 1. Although first half possession has been completely in favour, really, of Super King and Sandy. It's only really been the last 10 minutes where Lazar and Bull have got involved in the game. From their perspective, as Super King here just tries to find it into the midfield. He can't get it into that goal area, but that's a good pass in centre. Headed back to the keeper. Taken all the time in the world there, and it should be blown up for half-time in any second now. And there you have it. The referee says half-time. Oh, no, he doesn't. He says offside. There you go. There's me told. He doesn't say half-time. And the game will carry on. And now the referee will call half-time. There you go. As we're looking to see a goal, the first goal in this game, will it be the same as last time? Will it be just that one goal from out of nowhere? Or will we see, a bit of a more structured game here? Will we see, better performances come out from Algeria? And they can find a goal quite early on in this second half here. At the moment, it's unclear. The first half has definitely shown us that, possession has sort of shifted. Algeria controlling the game a little bit more. Greece don't really have to. They just get the tackles in, counter-attack. Haven't found the goal, but they've been very close to finding a goal. Algeria as well. Just one too many passes. One-on-one with the goalkeeper. Take the shot. Don't pass it back across when your teammate isn't ready to receive that pass. Only those two minor real things that have happened in the first half that have cost either team from finding, a goal or an opportunity at goal. But we are ready for the second half now. Both teams are looking to find the first goal of the game, of the second game. First game, obviously, already going in favour of Greece, and Laz the Greek was the goal scorer for that goal. But it wasn't actually, it was Panasbul who was the goal scorer for that goal. Laz the Greek with the pass. Super King looking to get rid of the ball here. He finds Sandy on the sideline, who puts the ball centre. Taken by Panasbul. Has a lot of time here now to relax and run with the ball, but Laza was trying something there, and it just didn't work for him, and it does roll all the way back out. That is unfortunate, but it is what happens, unfortunately, for these players. But it's going to be a through ball, and it will be a shot opportunity for Laza. Tackled very, very well, though, by Sandy, who gets it up to Super King, who now can get a pass through to Sandy. I think here he looks at that through ball, but it's too late. And some people say it's better late than never, but that was better not at all. It'd be better if it didn't come in the end, but Panasbul will send Laza here down the line. Really, really strong attacking position. Plays it on to Panasbul, who hits the side netting with his shot there. Little bit of an ambitious attempt. Not really, ever a goal opportunity on there for him. It's going to be cleared away. As far as Super King, who gets a touch on to Sandy, who will now try and find Super King. He gets that touch across. Super King plays the early shot. The follow-up is there, and that is the first goal. Sandy will be the goal scorer. Algeria score their first goal tonight. And a good way to score it as well. Forcing that save with the early shot. The follow-up was there waiting at the back post. And that's a very, very good way to play co-op. But now it's in the hands of Greece here to come back. There's a lot of time left rather than the previous game where Greece scored with just 3 minutes in game left to go. They have now got 33 minutes in game left to go. Much more time for Greece here to get an equaliser. And possibly even a winner in normal time here. You never know. There's a lot of time for things to change in this game. The ball's going to get slapped down the field. Taken by Sandy. They need to find a second goal here now. That should be their mission. Try and find your second goal of the tonight for Sandy and Super King and Algeria. Because 1-0 against Greece is not going to be too great for a long time. And it's better to just take that now. Take the hit now. Secure yourself in the third game. Don't just barely scrape yourself there. You can't just rely on this one goal. You need to look at maybe scoring some more. One goal, never usually enough. As we are seeing the ball get cleared about though, Laza, Panasbul looking their best to get rid of it. Super King trying to break down this defence. Plays it across to his teammate here, Sandy, who gets a good touch into the centre. Offside, 100%. The goal is scored, but that is offside. I'm not too sure what the idea was there by Super. It was a little bit of an ambitious attempt again. No changes made just yet. Well, as we say that, DePaul looks to come on. Pedri looks to come off. Absolute mirror of a change we've seen in the previous game. Remember, guys, we are in a best of 3. And Larza and Panos need to be the best going forward in this game. At the moment, we probably haven't seen that. And it has caused, you know, some mishap to happen. Haaland coming off, Mane coming on, João Felix coming on, Son Heung-min coming off. Some influential changes here. 3 changes made. I believe that might be it. Yeah, they're happy with the changes. Probably just to see this game to bed, really. Or it might change absolutely nothing and you know, it might go the opposite way. But you never know. I do believe the ball getting cleared far. Very, very good idea. And we have a touch forward to Super King. Super King tries to find Sandy. Sandy back to Super King. Really good play. Getting it to the wings, but Panos clears that one away. Very, very good. The ball's flicked into the centre. It's played back to Larza. But it will be taken away. Now, good tackle in there. Panos claiming possession. But again, right back in favour of Super King and Sandy. They need to make sure the passes here, especially with the current situation of the game, they need to make sure the passes are coming off. But unfortunately, they're not able to do that. And this game could very well be going to game number 3 here today. But that's a great cross in. Good header. We nearly seen a second goal there come from Algeria. They just weren't able to commit to it when it all came down to it. But it would have been good to see. Good clearance coming here. Good header. And that's a through ball. Pastenbull's through. Panos just not able to take it forward. 10 minutes now in game time remain. As Sandy's going to be on a breakaway. He's got Super King waiting in the centre here. Can he find the second goal? That is what he really needs. A second goal here could be huge to make sure this game stays in the same direction. Conceding here isn't an option for this Algeria team. They can't afford to lose. And a goal here for them would be massive if they could win. But the ball's going to come forward here. It's a 2v2. The ball's sent across to Lazar, who's on the wide angle. Looks to get the shot off, but a block slid in Miles very, very quickly before the shot came through. That is going to be blocked, cleared away. Sent back to the other half. Right to the keeper, who just has to wait patiently. I think they're trying to bank on the fact that Sandy can find the pace with Mane or João Felix up front there for this team, just to try and, you know, get a couple of easy goals. But that's a foul. And a yellow card will be given. Panos was fouled on the ball. I believe the free kick, though, will be switching to Larza. Yep, Larza. Who sends it wide, actually. Very good decision-making, maybe. It will be defended straight away from the header. And now Larza's chasing this ball down. He's looking to find the pass straight away. Looking to route his attack. He just sends it straight into the centre. Reclaims possession. Back towards his teammate, who will now play it back to Larza. Larza just needs to find the touch. He gets it again. He puts the shot. Oh no, a deflection! And it'll go in! I cannot believe it! Some might call it luck. Some might call it skill. I'm somewhere in between. But somehow, some way, this shot goes into the back of the net. A deflection off of a player, a defender. And a very devastating moment in the 90th minute for Algeria, who thought they were surely going to game number 3. Lazar said, no thank you, I'm going to hit this, I'm going to hope this is our last hope for game number 2. And that hope and that prayer has paid off for him, because now they see themselves going into extra time here. They're going to make some changes. The substitutions have already came on. Mbappe is tired, De Jong tired, Araujo tired. A lot of players, Nesta tired as well. And the tire is going to happen both mentally for the players in game and for the players playing on FIFA, on a football. They're also going to be affected by the longevity of game number 2. With it going to extra time and penalties and etc. This game just doesn't want to end tonight. Really good stuff. here we go. Extra time, first half starting. Super King on the ball. They're playing a slightly bit more defensive here, as you can see by the touch on the ball. Passed and ball. Panos, really good stuff. Good pass forward. Now Sandy just looks to get the ball clear. No real intent on that touch at all. Just straight back to Laza and Panos, who are just going to be able to take that ball easily. Panos looking to slot in. Laza here, who now goes one-on-one. The shot blocked by the last defender. And there goes your first half of extra time. We got one shot off, one cross, one shot, and the whistle was blown. And that was nearly, we were nearly 2-1 up to Greece here. They're already 1-0 up in series. They could have went 2-1 in the extra time period, but we might go straight to penalties. Who knows? 1 half left of extra time. A very quick period in the match, it seems. We just glide through this period. Pavard brought on for Arujo. Saka on for Mbappe. And the change of formation as well. Is that a smart move with penalties looming? Who knows? Only Algeria can truly know that information. The methods behind their substitutions, their tactics change, their formation differences they've implemented now coming into the end of this game. You best hope that it works for Algeria here, because they are slacking in the goal possession. It's 1-1. They're losing in series. They need to win this game. And they have a chance here to do it, but a good tackle from Panos and Laza. Waiting for that pass, just couldn't find it. And I think, Panos and Laza definitely have controlled the possession in this overtime period. This extra time. They've just been able to cause some mayhem. The shot's looking to come in. It's not going to find it. A good header out. It's going to go to Super King. Plays on Sandy. Super King retrieves it. Sandy again. Back to Super King. Back to Sandy. To the shot. Off the post. Nearly the leading goal here for Super King and Sandy in Algeria. It's devastating to see. As we have Sandy pick up the ball again. Playing it across to Super King. Super King one-on-one with the goalkeeper. The defence running around. And that's just going to be straight in the net. Just smacks it there with João Felix. Onto the crossbar, I think. And 2-1 now is the score. Super King doing all the work. Sandy watching from afar, celebrating with his teammate as they take a lead again in this game after losing it very, very devastatingly before the end of the game. And nearly an awful touch. It will finally be intercepted in the wrong sort of area, as now I believe they're just going to try and play time here in this game, and it's a very smart tactic to go with as we come to the end of the first half of extra time. Both players doing everything they can to ensure victory is upon them for Algeria, as they can't lose this game or they're out. But that's going to find Laza there. Laza needs to do well with this ball here. He can't quite do it, and it will be cleared away. The referee blows his whistle, and the first half of extra time has been called. Now 2-1 lead for Algeria. We need to see Greece come back here, find a goal, but can they do it is the question that everyone's asking. Are they able to? I wouldn't know. Are they able to? Who knows? Now, as we come across, we're hoping that we get a strong game here. As we're going into the second half, we're waiting to see, who can step up to this challenge here. And we're about to witness that as we progress even further on with this game. 2 sets of players, 4 players on the field, exactly there, same colours again. Very strong game so far from Sandy and Super King. Much better than the last game. But again, can they hold out against Lazar and Panos here? Who controlled, the last part of the second half, the first part of the extra time first half. And as soon as they lost control in that first half of extra time, they conceded. Almost seconds after losing the possession of the ball. And that's never good to see from a team. You never want to see that kind of thing happen. When you lose the ball, then it finally all comes on you from that pressure that Sandy and Super King were just able to soak up for so long. All came out and burst onto Lazar and Panos' net. Hence why João Felix got the goal. Simple as you like it, but now we have a through ball. A shot coming off! And a great save from Czech. Haaland there, not happy with it, clearly smacking the ground. Nearly got the goal. But yeah, we need to see that. We need to see that go in. We need to see more attempts like that as well, coming from Lazar and Panos, because we haven't seen that many shots. We've seen a lot of aggression, a lot of attack, but we haven't seen a lot of shots, and that's what we're trying to find. A lot of shots. As the cross comes in, keeper coming out wide, plays the punch. Maybe a volley attempt here. A flick back into the centre. Back to Lazar, who takes a shot off the crossbar. The follow-up off the post. From crossbar to post. Lazar and Panos will be denied. And they still haven't found their way through this defence into the net. And there's only a couple of minutes remaining here. But it seems very, very likely that this game will not be going to penalties and will stop at the end of extra time. One more real attempt for Lazar and Panos here, though, to secure that. As they're trying to find a suitable option here for the throw-in. They do that eventually. Panos looking to get the ball forward. Cleared out again for a throw-in. There's just a ball looming on the pitch here. Don't know if that'll be cleared up at all. Yep, there you go. As they need to throw this ball in. They get the throw, they get the flick on, but it will be cleared. And despite their best efforts there, that wasn't to be for Lazar the Greek and Panos in game number 2. And we will in fact be going to game number 3 here. And that is exactly what we like to look for in a final. A game number 3, the final game of the final game, essentially, is what we're going to be going into. What went wrong there for Lazar and Panos then? They gained possession, they gained a lot of possession, especially towards the end of the game, but they were definitely getting outpaced and outplayed by Algeria for the first 70 minutes at least. So probably starting off a little bit stronger would be much nicer for them. And then as well, you want to see consistency coming from Lazar and Panos with their shooting. They hit the post, they got unlucky, but again, you can't be going 2-1 down, 1-0 down when you are controlling this game. You've got to control the game, you've got to score the goals. More shots are needed from both sets of the players here. Not a lot of shots are being had, not a lot of chances being taken. Lazar got the equaliser off of a very lucky, blatantly lucky, deflection off a player, off the defender. Why not try and deflect more shots onto target? You never know what you're going to get. Just have that gamble. We haven't seen much of that going on so far. A lot of sloppy play happened and recorded, but we just need to see now some strong points from both sets of players here as we go in now to game number 3. Both sets of players readied up, ready to go. Best of 3 match, game number 3. Are we still feeling strong about Greece, guys, in the chat? Is it still Greece, Team Greece, that we are supporting? Or are we supporting Algeria now? Do we think Algeria have a chance to win this game? I personally think, Algeria have put up a good show. They have shown us that they can win the game. They have shown us that they can play the game. But can they keep consistent? The biggest thing now for both sets of teams is consistency. Can Lazar and Panos get back to game 1 winning ways? Or can we see consistency come out from Algeria here from game number 2 to game number 3 to win this and tie this tournament off? Who knows? We will find out as both players are loading into the game, loading into the lobby, looking to get underway here. I'm just excited to see who can, find a win this late on now as we go to the final game. The final game always means there's a lot more on the line. You've been playing the game for longer. We are in just over an hour now in the stream, so this has been a longer night than usual. Both sets of players will definitely be feeling that strain and that tiredness on their play styles. It may affect some of their decision making and their reaction speeds. It may not at all affect that, and I might just be talking a load of crap. But if it does or if it doesn't, that doesn't matter, because we're in the final game, this best of 3 game. They both want to be playing at their best for Algeria and Greece here. Both sets of teams, all 4 players need to be at their peak performance for this final game if they've not already touched that peak in the previous games. And we can just hope for them, we can pray for them that they can, they can pull it round here. Both sets of players and find the win. I'm not going to be biased with either team here. I want to see a strong game. I want to see a good performance. I want to see, a happy time for both Lazar, Panospol, and Haifem and Sandy. Let's here we go again. The kit selection phase. Back to the dark kit, changing the colours over again, I assume. Players selecting teams again. I assume we will see exactly what we've seen the last time. I know Hernandez. He's not at the moment. Pedri's back. Dallas back, but he's moved further up. Starting with Mane. Maybe changing this around though. So I won't call anything out until it is changed. I wonder. Right, so I believe the team's ready. And there's what you're playing against. Same team again from Lazar and Panos here, playing the same system. Whereas we've changed it quite a lot here on the side of Algeria. Formation changed, some players changed in the starting 11. Some changes. Very nice to see. Trying a different approach. Seeing if it works. You've got to credit, the attempt and the trial of this. Because we're now waiting to see something happen here. Both sets of players making us wait before this final game of the finals in the EasyChamp Nations Cup 2v2. And of course we're in August, the 4th of August 2023. The date that will be remembered for this final. As now the stream's got a big black mark on it. Hopefully that goes away momentarily. Yeah, that has disappeared. We are ready to go with the game. Kick off with Super King, Sandy to follow. Blue is Super King, pink is Sandy, playing in the white kit. Lazar is yellow, Panospol is green, playing in the dark kit. A shot coming off straight away, saved by Lazar. Not letting that ball go in. Doesn't want it to go in this early. But Super King looking to push this ball further forward. Sandy there as well with him. Panospol gets the clearance away. Super King beaten in the air by Lazar, but it will be taken back by his teammate Sandy. And Super King and Sandy working their way forward here into the box area. They've got the cross on. The cross comes in, but it's headed away. Super King will be beaten by Panos for this ball. And the speed with Neymar is going to get Panos away quite quickly as he sends the cross pass into Lazar, but it's regained by Sandy. Back to Super King, back to Sandy on the right side. Really good through pass there. A cross going into the back post. Header nearly on for Super King. Taken away by Lazar now. Over across the Panos ball on the right side. He'll take a time here with a touch. Playing it past the defender. And the through ball back down the line to Lazar on the right side. Looking to push in centre now. As Panos ball takes the ball. Puts it back out to Lazar. But it will be taken. Intercepted in between that pass by Super King. As Lazar at the back sends the ball forward to Lazar again. Who may be offside. No, won't be offside there. Could have been a brilliant pass if a touch would have went in favour of Lazar there. As Lazar again looking to play the ball up to pass Panos. But it will be Super King who reclaims possession to send it away to Sandy. Sandy plays it back to Super King in the midfield. Trying to find that through pass onto the corner wall. Gets it across to Sandy again. Who looks to find it just over and past the defence of Greece. But couldn't quite find it for Algeria. And Super King clearing it away. Header coming on. Super King going to try and get there again, but cleared now. Lazar is on the run. The break is definitely on here. He plays the through pass. Great defending from Super King, stopping anybody from getting through there. But it's going to be back again to Lazar. Beaten by Super King. Awesome defence. We're seeing it so often now. Get in there, foot in, tackle, and a through pass to Sandy. Could be crucial as a pass comes across here to the back post. A shot! But a great save at the front post by the keeper. Still tied at 0-0. Just over halfway through the first half. Just before halfway. And near there. And that was a header actually won by Sandy, but wasn't converted, and now possession will be regained by Lazar and Panos for Greece, who look to get this ball forward. They look to find a goal, but that pass just won't be it, as Panos' header goes straight back to Super King, who seems to be playing superior at the moment, keeping all the possession close and steady to himself and not letting anybody else get anywhere near the ball apart from his teammate Sandy, who gets a pass here. But it's going to be taken. Super King gets there just before Panos for that 50-50 challenge. And it'll be going through to Super King, who gets a chance and he gets a goal. And from a bad defended from Greece, Algeria lead 1-0. Very good play there. Very good passing around. And Algeria have finally found it. Super King has been absolutely incredible as Lazar regains possession here. Leads to find a goal, but the pass is just going to go to Super King, not find its way to Panos there on the side of the field. Would have been good to use some width there as well. Unfortunately, the pass is not on, and Lazar now needs to definitely up his game here. As well as Panos, they both need to look for new alternative routes to success in the final game. As Lazar gains possession, plays the ball, trying to find Panos again. Super King and Sandy already ready for them to come and attack them. It's textbook for them now. They spent 3 games of tackling the ball, you know, from these two players. They know what to do now to defend them. And in game number 3, when you've played against each other for that long, you start to learn a few things about each other's play style. So I'm sure, you know, they understand how Panos is going to try and attack, and they understand how Lazar's going to try and attack, and how they're going to defend, and etc. And it's just about trying to use all that information you've gathered over the past 2-3 games and use them. But that'll be a foul there committed by oh no, not Super King, Sandy it will be. Super King's been absolutely exceptional on the defense. Sandy though making the foul. Or it might have been Super King, I'm not too sure. It did look like Sandy. It did turn purple and pink, but that could have been after the foul was committed. But it's going to be put in the mixer anyway. Lazar will take a header, still looks for a flick on to Panos, but he couldn't quite get it there. Now Panos takes a touch. He's got Lazar picked out on the side. Really good pass across. Back into the back far centre. In the box. And the shot's going to come in there! From Lazar! From range. But it just won't find anywhere near the target. And it was a little bit ambitious from Lazar. But ambition is what you need in a game like this. When you're 1-0 down, you're looking for a little bit of inspiration. Hit it and hope. That's happened before for Lazar, and it's worked for Lazar before to actually tie the game and go into overtime in the previous game of the series. But Lazar gets a good touch here. He's got possession. He's got a teammate waiting for him, but he just doesn't let go of that pass. Let go of the ball a second early there. Slot that ball across, and maybe Panos is able to continue that run better than you. Good throw in though. Lazar will regain possession. Looks to get the flick on it. Will go out for a corner. Mistake in the defence for Super King and Sandy, but it shouldn't be too much to deal with, as it is a corner kick. It will go in. A header back down. Lazar regains possession. Will he look to cross this ball in again? He will look to get it in the centre. Shot was nearly on, but a good block and clearance there coming out from Algeria, stopping any threats from getting too close to the net. And now Sandy running away with it a little bit here, just playing the ball out. And it will be claimed at the back by Lazar, sending the ball towards Panos, who is beaten. Lazar keeping it back to Lazar. And it will be cleared away, all the way to the goalkeeper of Lazar and Panos for Greece, who just puts the ball up for possession actually. And a throw in now for this Algeria side. Maybe look to extend their lead before half-time. Maybe getting the chance as well. But no, it will be cleared away. And we go into half-time with Algeria leading 1-0. Drawing 1-1 in the series. This is the final game of tonight. Whoever wins this game will be winning the grand trophy of the finals. We cannot forget this amazing fact. All these players, you know, they're competing for themselves. They're competing with their teammates. And they're competing to get success. And so far, you know, both teams have had their successes, but they just need to continue it. And it's definitely gone on. It's definitely took its time, this final. It's all started due to the overextension of a certain game. Now, this tournament has been probably the most successful one so far. $150 prize pool to the winner of tonight. That is an extra huge amount of money in the bank account. And definitely money that is definitely needed. Especially for a free admission tournament. That kind of money is lovely to take and gain. But we are definitely going to be going further. The game about to be underway, and it is now. And we can only hope that this is a good second half. We need to see more coming from Lazar and Panos. We haven't seen too much from them so far in this game, but now is their chance to show us why they deserve to be in this final and why they deserve to win this tournament. $150 relying on this game here. Super King on the breakaway. Looks to get it forward. Cannot find that, unfortunately. And it will be gained by Panos, who sends it on to Lazar. It will be Sandy claiming it on the side, playing it back to Super King. Sandy looking to find Super King in the centre, but Lazar able to touch it back to Panos in net as Donnarumma gets the clearance away. And now taken back by Panos and Lazar, looking to just get the ball in, get the ball through this defence from Super King and Sandy, which has been so strong all game. They have not let anything slip through Algeria here. They've been very, very solid, like a fine Nick Comer I've mentioned before, letting no balls go through on that net. Letting nothing get past them. Really, really strong from them indeed. As the ball's going to be flicked through to Lazar, who tries to go on net. Can't find his shot. 55 minutes in. Still 1-0. Lazar and Panos need to score in this game. They have not got a lot of time here. to do a lot of work. This should be the goalkeeper defending this one. Oh, Laza will claim it instead. Send it long towards Panos here. Taken by Laza, looking to get it forward. But it will be Panos who will have to claim it in the end. And send it forward. Super King defends that one though, and it will be back to the goalkeeper. Taking his time, Petr Cech, looking to pick out the right pass. The attempt at a heavy push from Laza is politely declined as it comes to the last 30 minutes now of the game. Super King takes the ball, looks to find a pass into the centre. Defended by Panos and put out for a throw-in. There's been a little stoppage here. I'm not too sure why that is. Some changes have been made, as expected there, as we come into the late minutes of the game.
Sostituzione per il Bari. Numero 15. Numero 18.
Starting to see the team break away.
Il numero 17. Il numero 4. Attenzione, una sostituzione.
The ball breaks through. It's going to be Laza to claim it. Laza needs to get this ball forward. He does look for that long ball to Panos, but it's taken by Sandy. Super King and Sandy now just looking to end this game on a strong one. Panos gets the clear. Laza waiting for the touch. Trying to take it past Super King, but Super King will get the touch. Clearing it away to Sandy now. Sandy back across to Super King, who'll just try and find that pass into the centre here. Does get beaten by Panos, but it's found back by Super King somehow there. Maybe a bad attempt at clearance. And it's finally cleared long. Laza gets the header, but it will go straight back to Super King, who will retrieve a pass back from Sandy, but it will go straight to Panos. But again, every time, you know, every time we see Laza and Panos get the ball, it's retreated and retrieved back by Super King and Sandy, whether that is a bad attempt at a pass, a good interception, a tackle, whatever it may be. The ball always lands back in the possession of Super King and Sandy. And that is what is so strong about these two players. And it's why they're winning 1-0. And they're on their way to winning this tournament, as they look to go more aggressive here. Sandy waiting, playing the pass on to Super King. Super King looks to clear, but Laza will claim possession, sending it forward. And it will be Panos here. Can he get the ball out? Can they get this attack going? Laza to Panos. Panos to Laza. Now a shot. Saved by Cech. Not really enough on that. It's always good to obviously have those chances. But again, it wasn't quite what they were hoping for. It's back to Panos. You know, you just want to see, you want to see a little bit more from these players. You hope to see some more. But it's not what we're able to see. The header's going to come on from Panos. Laza trying to take a touch here. Here's Panos to Laza. Laza to Panos. Panos. Can he find the pass back? Yes, he can. They're just playing possession-based play now. Smart decision, but they should have started like this earlier. And as soon as we mentioned the possession-based play, they give it away. Luckily, to be returned back to them in the defensive function as the goalkeeper takes claim of the ball. Launches that one forward again. Ball given away, reclaimed by Super King and Sandy, who here really need to extend their lead. If they score one more now, they put that final nail in the coffin and they put this game to bed. If not, you risk Laza getting that 90-minute goal in again from some stupid deflection that you couldn't even defend against. That could happen the second time here. We'd hope that it doesn't, but you never know with these things. As it is Sandy on the ball. He looks to play it into Super King, who clears the ball heavy and long. Panos taking that touch now, 86th minute. We're getting towards the end of the game. Still no real progression and advancement from Greece in this game. You know, we've had shots, we've had chances, we've had opportunities, but we haven't seen goals, and that is what we've needed to see. We have needed to see goals. Goals is the currency of this game, and we haven't seen any come from Greece in this game. It has been 1-0, it has been very close, but we have to say Algeria have been playing the ball a lot better, utilising their offences a lot better, and eventually they got the goal, and they've had many chances to score more goals as well. But this game now looks to be over as there's only plus 1 minute of extra time. 12 seconds in game left to go, and as we know, they go very, very quickly. The referee about to blow up the whistle as we are in now very deeply to the 91st minute. The referee blows his whistle, and we do have our winners, who in this game will be Algeria, taking 2-1 in this best of 3 series over their Greek opponents here, Lazar and Panos Bull. Very good stuff there indeed from them. They definitely, you know, they definitely attacked strongly. They definitely deserve that game, I believe. I don't think there's any doubt in my mind that it was a very well-deserved win from Algeria. The difference from game 1 to game 3 is massive difference. We've seen such a big change in the possession stats, in the shooting, in the aggression, in how they pass the ball around. We did see it from game 1, though. They were looking for those wide passes and spreading the angle around the field. Luckily there, though, they were able to find that win in the second game. Just a 1-0 game, as the first one was for Greece. But very, very strong game from both sets of players. Eventually, we do find the winner, which is Algeria, taking that one all the way. 6 wins, no losses. Obviously, they lost 1 game in that best of 3, but that's not a full-time, you know, series loss. So they have done very, very well to get there. But Greece, on the other hand, did very well. They got that first win. They just weren't able to meet the same standards again. They weren't able to find the net, but they did definitely have the chances to. Unfortunately, though, for them, it wasn't to be. Now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it has been a longer stream than usual. We did have a slight delay at the start, so we do apologise for that. But we have now came to the conclusion. We have now came to the end. And we do really appreciate you coming to watch these streams. It shows us that the community is interested in seeing some eFootball action. So we do hope you come back for any more streams that we hold in the future. We hope you leave a like, you subscribe to the channel, and you come back to EasyChamp when we stream again, which hopefully shouldn't be too long. But I have been Ped, your caster this evening. I thank you very, very much for watching. Congratulations to both sets of players. Big congratulations to Algeria. Obviously, unfortunate events happened for Greece. But that is all from us tonight.